I am going to show you how to make a Bitmoji room from scratch. I know there are a lot of images you can Google, but sometimes you just need to make it your own. So we're going to use the line tool. We're going to start at the bottom corner of the page, and we're going to make a little diagonal line. This is going to be the depth of your left wall. So if you want more floor space, make the line longer. If you want more wall space, make the line shorter. You can make the angle however you want it. Go like that. Then you are going to make a vertical line going up. Oh, stay there. A new line. Vertical line from that corner. You press the Shift key, it will keep the line on a vertical or a 45-degree angle. There you go. So now I have two lines, and then I'm going to make my third line for the floor, again with the Shift key, and go all the way to the edge. Now you can zoom in and make sure that those lines match up perfectly, but I normally just put something in front of them so that you can't tell. That's close enough. So now we're going to zoom out again. Fit. So that's my room. Now I'm going to make my walls a color. I'm going to do that with two shapes. First one is a rectangle. Start on one side of my wall, drag it all the way across like that, and turn it a nice light blue. I am also going to make the border of that wall transparent, so there's no border. Then I'm going to use a triangle to fill in this other little piece. Now, triangle automatically goes that way, so I'm going to right-click on the triangle and rotate it. I'm going to flip it vertically, so now it fits in the space I need. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that I can make it match up nicely. I'm going to also turn that the same blue, and make mine transparent. Make sure that there's no little line in between like that. That's close enough. Now you are going to group these two shapes together. By that, you're going to click on the triangle, hold down the Control key, click on the rectangle, then right-click and group them together. And you're going to right-click again, and you are going to order, send to the back. Now those two features are important to know for a lot of activities making Google Slides. So sending things back and front are very important. Now it looks like I have a blue wall, and I'm going to do the same thing, making a rectangle on the floor until the triangle starts. And I'm going to make, I don't want it to be dark brown. We'll custom, we'll make it a nice tan. That's still ugly. Custom, more of a gray. Still too dark. There we go. That tan. Just play with the color until you get one that you like. And then you are going to make another triangle. And again, doesn't go the way that you want it. So you right click, rotate. This time you're going to flip it horizontally. This is also a good tip when you start looking for images. You can flip things horizontally. So if your Bitmoji is looking one way, you want them to look the other way, you can flip the image horizontally. Going to zoom in again, see how this matches up. Move it over slightly. Again, it does not have to be perfect. I'm going to use that custom color I just made. I'm going to make the border that color as well instead of transparent, just maybe that'll line up better. And now I'm going to group those together just so that it's nothing happens later. I'm also going to send those to the back so that if it didn't line up perfectly, you can now see the lines on my wall. One trick I like to do is take the line walls, and I'm going to use Control, hold down Control while I click on just the 3 lines. And I like to make their color slightly darker than the wall color so that it looks more like a shadow than a black line. And you can also make that corner crease just slightly thicker so that it gives a little bit of a definition there. Now I have an empty room, so I'm going to add some things to it. I'm going to insert image. I'm going to search the web. When I search for images, I type the word transparent in first. I'm going to look for a transparent couch. And then I type in the word clip art so I get cartoons instead of real life pictures. And now I have some clip art to pick from. And to just drag this red couch onto my screen. I'm going to resize it a little bit. Now, one more thing I do that isn't necessary, but it is helpful, especially if you put a lot of objects on the page, is while the object is selected, click crop and just get rid of that extra space around the image. That way, when you are working with it, it doesn't get in the way of other things. So I'm going to use that, right click, rotate, flip horizontally again, because I want the couch to be in my corner. Oh, bigger than that. Just eyeball what looks proportional for you. And make sure that it looks like it's sitting on the floor. There we go. And I also want to put a window in my room. I'm going to go to transparent window. And I have some options here. I don't like these. Window outside. And sometimes you have to just click around, enter things in to see what you like. There used to be a window picture that I liked. Of course, it disappeared from my recording. windowsill. Nope. Oh, this one isn't horrible. It's not what I wanted, but you can see the point. Make that smaller. Now I have a windowsill in my room. And now I'm going to put my Bitmoji in my room. So I'm going to my Bitmoji extension, going to type in sitting, drag myself to the room. Again, use that rotate horizontal and sit me on the couch. And the last thing I'm going to do is put a rug in. I have a rug. Get small. Again, I would crop the extra space out for later. And there you have a basic Bitmoji room that you can add on that you started from scratch.